In this rhetorical analysis, the artifact that I will be analyzing is the TV series named Criminal Minds. This series has been around since 2002 and is very popular amongst the crime-loving community, known as one of the most popular crime television shows and one of the most impactful ones at fact. It is also popular for those who like a good, thrilling TV series. The series is known to have bone-chilling, frightening scenes that cause their viewers to be frightened even after turning it off and leave lasting images in their heads. When analyzing this series, I best found that the cultivation theory seems to truly explain the effects that the series has on its viewers and long-term fans. This theory dives into the effects of television on long-time viewers and to show the impacting and frightening as Criminal Minds is known to leave these lasting effects. I have had my own personal experiences with this series affecting my perception of reality as well as the way that I feel out in public and in the normal world. In this analysis, we will be taking a deeper look into the cultivation theory. This theory was created by a man named George Gerbner in the 1960s as part of a cultural project. This theory is based off the effects that media can have on an individual. The theory can apply to all forms of media but is most often utilized in the study of television. According to the theory, people who watch television frequently are more likely to be influenced by the messages from the world of television. Television and other medias have been said to contribute to the way children and adults perceive social reality. This constant exposure to the media content cultivates specific values, beliefs, attitudes, and desires in people. All in all, this theory argues that the images that are presented in an individual's head do not truly reflect reality and tend to be false realizations. A lot of times, this theory is applied to crime shows and shows that include high amounts of violence and gruesome acts. Now that we have taken a deeper look into the cultivation theory, we will be looking into the TV series that we are analyzing called Criminal Minds. This show came out with its first season in September of 2005 and is still being aired today, 15 seasons later. After season 15, the show will be finished for good. The show is intended mainly for the crime-loving audience, but can also appeal to those with an interest in serial killers and how they function. When looking at reviews of this show, it has been given a 95 out of 100 approval rate and is considered one of the most popular crime series ever created. Criminal Minds is about a group of criminal profilers who work for the BAU, which is a division of the FBI. BAU stands for Behavioral Analysis Unit, which profiles and tracks down all the way from petty crimes to the most prolific serial killers. They start by hearing about a case and then travel to the scenes of the crimes and begin to investigate. Once the investigation begins, they create intelligent profiles about the criminals and serial killers. They then deliver this profile to local authorities and use this to track them down. Through the seasons, there have been many profilers that have come in and out of the series, all that are dedicated to using their skills and expertise to pinpoint the predators and use their triggers to catch and stop them. The main profilers are Hotchner, JJ, Reed, Morgan, Garcia, and Rossi. But like stated before, there have been many other agents that have assisted as well. Through the 324 episodes, audiences see all kinds of unsubs that murder and sometimes even dismember their victims. The series is nothing short of frightful, spine-chilling, and grim due to the gruesome nature of the murders and how killers hunt down their victims. This show makes all situations as real life as possible, making viewers wonder just how many of these killers are in the world around them and possibly even a part of their everyday lives. Little do viewers know, this television series has deep-rooted effects on their mental well-being. There are many ways that I feel that the cultivation theory applies to the series Criminal Minds. We know that this theory examines the long-term effects of television on its viewers. The primary proposition of cultivation theory states that more time people spend living in the television world, the more likely that they are to believe social reality. This is very true for Criminal Minds. The crimes and investigations that occur within the series are events that could truly happen and may even be happening in the world around us. Based on my own experience with the series, I have noticed that my perception of reality has been greatly impacted. Seen often in Criminal Minds, women are being kidnapped in places like stores, gas stations, even out of their own homes. In many episodes, women and children are seen being abducted against their will, kept hostage in appalling conditions, and the barbaric actions of killers who torture and murder their victims are often depicted. I have noticed that when I got out in public to places like these, I am constantly looking over my shoulder, wondering if someone is following me the way the men in the show follow their victims. Yes, it is best to be aware of your surroundings, but I feel as though I have almost taken it too far. It has just gotten to the point where I am constantly fearful and afraid, all because my reality has been distorted by the television show, just like the cultivation theory stated that it would. Criminal Minds has not only affected my perceptions, it has affected audiences worldwide. An internet blog called The Artifice has an author named Georgia Haken who wrote a blog about Criminal Minds, naming it Criminal Minds, Television's Violent Crime and Its Impact on Audiences and Reality. She states in her writing that these crimes and procedural programs, including Criminal Minds, are often repeated during the day, making fictionalized versions of the images on the news regular daytime television entertainment. Cultivation theory states that television can have this effect on viewers and can cause them to have fictionalized perceptions of reality. Crime-based drama television series have been proven to cause irrational fear and terror of victimization in its viewers' minds. This generalized anxiety can lead to a belief that the world is a place of violence, terror, where people could not be trusted, known as Mean World Syndrome. Even in areas of low crime or where statistics show that rates are low, the graphic images in television shows like Criminal Minds leave such lasting views that the statistics and realistic numbers do not impact these views. Television reality is a large consequence of heavy viewing. In conclusion, cultivation theory can be applied to a lot of individuals' everyday lives, stemming from what they see on social media all the way to what they see on television. One of the most impactful and represented genres of this theory is crime television. The series on crime television that I use to compare is Criminal Minds. This series is known to have bone-chilling, frightening scenes that cause their viewers to be frightened even after turning it off. It has had lasting effects on its longtime viewers and deeply affected their perception of reality. I have had my own personal experiences of the series affecting my perception of reality, as well as studied the way the internet says it affects other viewers. The analysis has taken a deeper look into the series, and the effects that together they have had on their audience and viewers.